Delegate from Culpeper, Delegate Freitas.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the resolution.
Delegate has the floor.
Thank you. Again, when we talk about the language that's used, the procedure that we're going to vote on today, or one of the procedures that we're going to vote on today with respect to how abortions are performed, is a D&E. It's more commonly known as a dismemberment abortion. Now, currently in Virginia law, we have some restrictions on this in the third trimester. Remains to be seen whether or not those will remain in place, but it's still applicable all through the second trimester. There's some debate right now within the medical and scientific community on when a baby in the womb can feel pain. Many say it's 24 weeks. Some say it's early as 12. That falls within the first or second trimester. 12 weeks in the first, 24 in the second. If you look up what a D&E abortion is, a dismemberment abortion, it'll talk about removing tissue. But a former abortion nurse described it this way. Guided by ultrasound, the abortionist grabbed one of the fetal legs with his forceps. He clamped down hard and with a twisting and tearing motion ripped the leg from the little body. He brought it out and threw it in the pan beside me. I stood in horror as I looked as this little leg in the pan with perfectly formed toes. I had never seen such a small human body part. The next time he went and he tore off an arm with hands and little fingers. I could see the fetus on the ultrasound screen trying to get away from the forceps. Then I no longer saw the heartbeat on the ultrasound screen. He continued to do this until he had all the extremities out and placed in the pan. He then snapped the fetal spine with the forceps. I could see the jaws of the forceps open and close on the ultrasound screen as the abortionist tried to catch the bobbing head. After crushing the head with the forceps, he then pulled it out and threw it in the pan with the rest of the body parts. That procedure will be constitutionally protected in the Commonwealth of Virginia if this resolution passes. I'll be thinking about that description every time this session I am lectured by members on the other side of the aisle about the necessity for human rights, about compassion and tolerance and being a voice for the marginalized and speaking up for those who can't speak for themselves. Because regardless of what terminology we use, that procedure, that description will be included. And what's fascinating to me is that when I tell people this, not just my constituents, when I tell the other side of the aisle's constituents that this is what they're going to protect, I get told that's not true. Nobody wants to do that. That doesn't happen. Here's your opportunity. Stand up on this floor and tell them they're right. This isn't going to happen. Say it. Get up on the floor and either say this isn't going to take place, that this is not going to be protected by this resolution, or admit that it is, and that you do want it protected. Because at the very least, your constituents should know what it is you're voting on. Because it's not just nebulous terms like reproductive freedom or women's health care. It's this. You want to remove it? You can, right now, remove it. But you won't. The difference is now at least they'll know that somebody does want this, and this is happening tens of thousands of times every year in America. I would urge the members to vote against the resolution.
The delegate from Prince William, Delegate Munden King.